Happy New Year. I mean, you could be watching this on the 4th of July or Arbor Day or something, but for us, it's the New Year. It's the first show of the year. Welcome to Hangin' on Monday nights.
Here,
We
here.
got Buddy somewhere outside of Chicago, and we've got Bill and John in the Boston area hanging out with us tonight. Got an easy one for us. And I think this is the time of year to actually dig into this kind of stuff because for a lot of people, not everybody, but for a lot of people, we tend to have some downtime. So, what do you do in your downtime? That's the question tonight. When
Hmm.
you're not the DJ, what are you up to? That's the question tonight. Got hobbies? Got things that you enjoy doing? You got family that you spend time with? What do you do with that time when you're not being a DJ? Because that's the kind of stuff that I've been trying to do when I'm not being a DJ is focus on some of those other things that bring me some joy. Who wants to go first? Well, okay, Damon's not here, so we
So we
can't
can't,
make
right, we
him
can't give it
go
to him.
first.
We can't make Damon go
We
first.
can't
No,
make
we
Damon
cannot.
do it.
I'll
So
go
I'm
first.
okay, buddy, you go first.
Okay.
What do you do when you're
I'll rip
not
that band-aid
DJing?
off.
What's your non-related DJ thing that you like to do?
Oh, non-related? Oh
Well,
man.
I
I could
well, yeah, I mean,
all I
I'm
do.
I'm not looking for, well, I live and breathe this. Well, yeah, we all do. But is there anything you do to get your mind off of this stuff? To unplug, to
You
do
have
something
you have
else?
to unplug. Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
decompress. You have to get away from the stuff. You can't always think about, SPL and speakers and speaker placement and lights and all the other fun stuff we like to do. And what song should I play after this one? And how do I mix into that? You have to really relax sometimes and take a few moments and kind of, as they say, smell the roses and
Yes.
take a few minutes and just a deep breath. I just actually like vegging out a little bit with my wife, watching some stuff. We were actually just started a new show on Netflix, uh, culinary cooking, the culinary. I can't think of it. Culinary class battle.
A
It's
cooking show.
yes, it's
Okay.
Korean chefs.
Yeah.
So it's coronary. I want to say coronary, and it's not coronary. It's in art.
Coronary.
Culinary,
Yeah.
culinary,
It's about
Oh!
bacon.
culinary. I can say it a
Culinary.
third time. Cu- Culinary
Culinary.
Culinary.
class wars. There, I could get it right now.
There you go.
Oh God, yeah, about
Coronary.
time.
I like
But it's
Could be a cooking
Easy,
show too.
easy. That's
it's
all,
not
folks.
easy name to say, but
Everything's
it's actually
fried.
pretty cool. They're in the
Yeah.
second
That's
season. It's a
coronary. Yeah.
Korean done show. It's these guys battling out kitchen to kitchen. But we like watching those kind of shows. So this is the time after the holidays, after all the family stuff and giving gifts out and everything.
Yeah.
You had that time afterwards where you just, January, February, March, when we're dealing with wedding shows and stuff like that,
Sure.
you need to relax. You need to say, okay, how do I sit back? Is it sitting by the fire or sitting by
Yeah.
the TV or sitting by whatever and just relaxing? And that's kind of thing. Now, this is one of the time we start going, okay, we need to go through and start watching these shows on
Mhm.
Netflix, on Amazon, on HBO Max or whatever. And this is the time when I listen to the people here in the chill room and ask them questions like, "Hey, what are you guys listening to? What are you guys watching?" And this is the time you can really just sit back, relax, and enjoy and have fun, and not worry about, "Oh man, why do I do this? How do I do this? How? Oh man, I got to get gaffer's tape. I got to go get this." You can take that away from your mind for a little bit, just for a little while. Just take that away and say, 5 minutes, take a deep breath, relax, sit back, enjoy a
Yeah.
nice beverage, and kind of just veg for a while.
I have two comments on what you just said. Number one, Buddy and I are in a very similar situation because we live relatively close to each other. We're experiencing the same crap weather this time of year. So it's not like we're Jay, where we can go hiking on our
Right.
downtime. Or, oh, I'm gonna go swimming. That's what I do, when I'm not doing anything. I just jump in the neighbor's pool. No, we can't do that. We have to do indoor things unless we're into winter sports. So yeah, it's a really good time to catch up on those shows. And I will say this just about this concept. I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing this most of my life and it's been all consuming for the most part. And I found that I make my biggest, or I have my biggest epiphanies on things when I step away for a minute and I forget about it, and I just catch my brain completely and do something else.
Looking at from the outside.
Yeah, and then I'll come back to it and say, well, why didn't I see this before? Well, it's too close to it.
Yeah.
You need to get away from it, unplug for a while, do something else. And some people will say, well, I'm determined. I'm just going to do this all the time. Just take it from me, okay?
Yeah,
It helps.
Sometimes you can't see
to
the forest
walk
through the trees.
away. Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you see the lake from the trees, though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a getaway. It's up in New Hampshire, and in the summer it's amazing. In the winter it's pretty cool. It's so much quieter, and that's
Sure.
go and unplug.
Yeah. Well, that's if you've got a spot like that to go and unwind and just get away from it all, that's great too.
Yeah.
Especially if the phone doesn't work up there. It's even
Well,
better.
it does, but you
Yeah.
can still leave it behind.
Well, that's the other thing. To find a little peace and quiet, I found this. If I know there's no emergencies of the day, there's this magic little button on the phone that's shaped like an airplane that you can hit. I guess everything goes quiet. I know that we don't need a speaker and a microphone here, and we don't have to go fix this here. And then, wow, it's just, you get some stuff done. I do the backups, twice a year. So I've been sitting here just watching the meter fill up for the last 3 days, but then it'll be done. And I get past January. Mercifully, for sports fans, we've got football that starts taking up Sundays. My TV turns on at 1 o'clock Sunday. It gets turned off at 11 o'clock Sunday, and then I don't look at it anymore. But I get a few hours of, distraction. It's on in the background, and it's just.
I got to binge watch Stranger Things. So
nice.
Someone else just said they were going to do that too.
Did you like
Alex?
it?
Alex,
I did actually. I'm just glad the way it ended was really good.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, folks, if you haven't seen it, something that happened that was really cool was that for the first time ever, Prince songs were featured somewhere other than Prince content. And they were in very pivotal, what am I looking for? I'm as bad as Buddy now. They were in very
pivotal
scenes in the finale that people are talking about. Prince streams are way up.
Yeah.
And back to the DJing thing for a minute. Gee, don't sleep on Prince this year, folks, because the kids have discovered it.
He's back.
Yeah, I've watched. I like Prince anyway, so I'm always looking for content on this. And I recently saw something where they were saying that Gen Z just doesn't understand Prince. They don't know about him. They don't get it. They know Michael Jackson, but they don't know Prince. It's like, well, what's the difference? It's kind of the same thing, but Michael Jackson was the big guy and whatever. Or now they're checking this out, and the streams are way up. And hey, this might be.
There was actually an article wondering how they got permission to use it.
Yeah, and what the official story on that. I won't get into the gossip, but I'll give you the official story on that. They're calling it the Kate Bush effect.
Okay.
Because the season 4 actually was way back in 2022. And they had the song Kate Bush running up that hill on that show. And all of a sudden, it was all over the global charts again. It was a song that I don't think anybody really cared about when it came out. I certainly wasn't a fan of it. There were a lot of really cool things going on at the time. That was some emo crap that I didn't care about in my mind. But it was a hit again. And that was some leverage for the directors and the producers of the show to go to the estate and say, hey, look, you want people listening to your music, you got to get it out there. We don't have a lot of what they're calling like the monoculture experience anymore, like we used to have, where everybody listened to the radio, kind of heard the same thing at the same time. Ain't like that anymore. Everybody's listening to streaming services. They're making their own playlists. They're watching on demand stuff and binge watching things. So not everyone is always experiencing everything at the same time. But with that series finale that was premiered on New Year's Eve, it premiered in theaters. People went to the theater and saw this. And they broke streaming records on it, on viewership, despite it being New Year's Eve. They broke streaming records. So everybody kind of experienced it around the same time, and they were talking about it the next day. So very unique monoculture experience. We don't really have much of that anymore, especially when it comes to music. You get it in sports, because you're watching live sports. but you don't get it a lot with, other things like music or art
Yeah.
or
Yeah, unless
culture.
there's like an award show or something, there's the Emmys or Grammys or something to talk about. Then
If
it's
people are
everyone's kind of
watching,
polarized. Yeah, polarized, but not as many
those,
do as they
yeah,
used to. It's like, that's all
right.
rigged, and we
Yeah,
forget our secret
it doesn't
sauce
get
kind
the
of.
attention it used to get, where Stranger Things, it definitely got the attention. So that's the official story on that. And there's
Hmm.
another angle you can look at for this, and I won't get into it on this show because that's not what we're talking about
Yeah.
today.
So the other thing, just to circle back, hit Amazon, look for good deals on hard drives, USB sticks, repair the stuff that you've been putting band-aids on all year,
Oh
get
yeah,
new cords, cables, new Velcro, whatever it takes to be ready for the season. And that's really that's the winter solstice. It's the
it's
break.
a
Yeah.
great time to prepare. It's a great time to go through things and see what works, see what
We have
doesn't work.
this cool thing down in Boston. It's called Snowport. You get to walk around. It's all local shops, not shops, but local vendors. They put them all together in this thing called Snowport.
Hmm.
And Don and I went down, and I happened to one of the I don't know what you want to call them, kiosks, or it's kind of like a wedding show in the idea of
Uh-huh.
everybody has a booth, but it's little spaces that you have that you sell your product. And one of them was actually one of the winners from Fortune and Fire, and he was selling some stuff, and I actually bought a knife that he made, so it's kind of
Mm,
cool saying, I get to buy a knife from one of the winners of Fortune and Fire. It's a
nice.
great knife too. I do a lot of cooking.
Well, my jam used to be cooking, but I've kind of stepped aside from that because my kid really likes to do the big holiday cooking now. So one thing that I enjoy doing when I have downtime, I like doing home improvement projects. I like
Hmm.
doing little things to, what's broken, what hasn't worked right for a while, what can I fix? And I'm also pretty
Get to the honey-do
into,
list.
huh?
Get to the honey-do list.
It's not even things that she asked for, it's things that have been bugging me for the most part. But I'm kind of getting ready for spring with car stuff because I dig working on vehicles,
Yes.
my drivers, my hobby stuff, and it's just something that I can do. Kind of tooling up for things, preparing for that, getting the shop ready. My little workshop here at the house. I got another shop kind of out in the suburbs. My kid's house. It's been in the family for many, many years, and we'll be doing things in there in spring. But now it's time to prepare. It's time to kind of make that list of everything you need to do. Maybe start
Mhm.
collecting some parts here and there, or keeping your eyes open for things, and plan for that. So, and of course, there's family. When the family has time, you spend time with the
Family
family.
first. Yep.
That's my main thing is spending time with the family. So I just stuff that I do when I'm not
Yeah.
playing Mr.
That's what New
DJ,
Hampshire
you
was,
know?
right after Christmas, our family went up, went to the house and just kind of, had dinner and kind of celebrated and just enjoyed each other's company. It was just,
Nice. That's what it's about, man. I mean, I
yeah.
talked to my kids for the first time today since the new year. They've been busy. And but so every day, what have I done? I've shot a YouTube video just to do it for DJs. And I've done some kind of little shop project. I'm trying to make things really easy for all of us to do any project we need to do around here. You know where everything is, it's easily accessible. You know where to charge batteries, you know where to get this tool, that tool. It's all very nice and organized. It doesn't stay that way. I just want to just emphasize this. I like to start the year off with a nice clean shop, and it gets completely destroyed usually
Mhm.
after the first month or two after the weather breaks because I'm fragmenting projects. I'm doing projects at multiple houses for the kids. So I'm putting tools in buckets and running off with them to do these emergency plumbing jobs or whatever. And then I don't always put them away when I'm done, and things tend to pile up and it can get ugly in there. But right now it's nice and clean and ready to go. So
Yeah, but like you said, Brian, you just said it's time to recharge batteries. So you got to recharge your own too.
yeah, you do. And Damon's joining us and he can
Hmm.
we already know what
There
he
he
does.
It's
is.
a way to figure out how not to go first, huh? Just
Yeah,
come in at the end of the meeting, like, hey
right.
guys, what I missed.
Hey,
Come right
Damon.
at the
What's up,
end.
Damon?
There you go.
Right at the end. Yeah, better late than
Sweet.
never.
Sorry
So
about
Damon is
that.
in.
it's okay. We were talking about what you're doing when you're not playing Mr. DJ. What do you do that's not DJ related? We already know what you're doing. So why don't you tell the class what you get up to when you're not DJing? What's your jam?
Eating ice cream and riding my BMX bike.
BMX
Okay.
bikes.
Yes.
Now we're talking about 20-inch BMX bicycles.
I ride a 20 and a 20-inch a 24-inch also.
Oh, okay. Okay. But
So
you actually travel
it's a
you
little bit
travel around
bigger,
and do
but I
this.
travel. Yes, I do.
And you race and compete and all that stuff.
Yes.
That is so
Very
cool.
nice.
That
That
is
is my
so cool.
relaxation.
Yeah. Now,
Well, we were just
eh,
saying, I was saying to Brian that it's important to not only charge batteries, but charge your own. Got to recharge them.
yeah, you
Yes.
got to
Great
walk away
recharge.
from this thing.
BMX can turn into a nice vacation. I've heard this year.
Yes, it does.
Might have you sailing the seven seas if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So
tell the
that's a
class
perk.
about what you did recently. That was pretty slick.
Okay, so what it is, there's a guy named Mighty Mo,
Uh-huh.
and he puts on what they call a BMX cruise. So what it is, it's if you race BMX, you go to a race for the weekend and hang out and all that stuff. This is actually a good time to get away from the track and just enjoy and relax and talk to people. Because
Mhm.
when you're at the track, you don't really get a chance to enjoy people's company.
Right.
Because you got the racing going on, dealing with the family, blah blah blah. So what he does a 5-day cruise, and you can get to come and enjoy and relax and have fun.
Very
And we
nice.
actually have a dodgeball tournament. We have a theme night that we DJ at the club and stuff like that. This past year, the theme was a Pirates of the Caribbean type theme. So it's just a good relaxation. No stress, no fun. You get to tell a lot of stories, a lot of lies.
That's kind.
You know. At one point, everybody was factory. Race for a factory team when they was 12 years old.
Right, right. They were
You know?
endorsed by Diamondback and
Right,
Mongo.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, of course, we know that all wasn't the truth, but
Yeah.
it's a good time.
Well,
It's
what
just
did you
a good
do
time.
DJ related with this though? Because you pulled off a pretty good deal with this. You
Yeah.
married the two things and
Yeah.
made it.
What it is, like I said, we take over. We don't take over the show, but it's about 100 of us that come every
Yeah.
year. So we get the nightclub for one night. For like for 3 hours. So what they do, they bring me in, the DJ, and like I said, I DJ the nightclub for our Pirates, our theme night, whatever that is, and then
Mhm.
I DJ the dodgeball tournament that
Hmm.
we have. So which works out great. So I DJ for a total of 6 hours, and I just have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of your
It's my jam.
your fare. Your
Yes,
fare
it's my
for
favorite.
being on the boat is DJing. That's pretty cool.
Yep. So I turn it into a nice vacation. I
Don't
work
miss the
6 hours,
dodgeball. Up, we're
and
a ball short. It went over the rail.
yeah,
Yeah, don't know diving after the balls in this cruise. No.
exactly.
So it's
It's a great time.
important to
Let the ball
just
roll.
do something else once in a while. And I know you want to focus, everybody wants to focus on what we do, and you feel like you want to keep your eye on the ball, but man, sometimes again, like we said earlier, you can't see the forest for the trees. You're so immersed in this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get away from it
Yep.
and come back. You're
Agreed.
gonna see things a little different sometimes. At least that's how it works for me. How long are these hiatuses? As long as they need to be.
Yeah.
And I
Depends on
think
the
that,
schedule.
yeah, it depends on your schedule and how much time you need away from it. I can't tell you how many people that I know here in Milwaukee who say they're retiring. They're out for 2 months and they're losing their minds and they want to get back into it. They needed a hiatus.
Hmm.
So
Sounds like the NFL.
yeah.
That's it. Well, we have to constantly find the joy in this again in order to plunder on for another year. I think it's not just like this is who we are and this is what we do. Then you put the work in and get everything ready, and you're like, here it is, March, April. It's like, is it wedding shows? And here we go. And
Yeah.
most of the time, the answer is yes. And
Mhm.
so far, for all of us, the answer has been yes every year, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
actually tried retiring one time, and well, obviously that didn't work.
Pulled you back
Yeah.
in.
That was the longest 4 minutes of your life.
I know.
Yeah, well, by me doing a lot of clubs, I actually got tired of the business,
Yeah.
and
That will burn you.
yeah, it burnt me big time. And I tried retiring, and a friend of mine was like, "Oh, just come do this one party for me," blah blah blah. And the party turned out to be such a great deal. I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, yeah." Now I see why I love this from the beginning, and
You were doing the wrong gigs.
yeah, and that's exactly what it was.
And my friend Art has the same thing. He is constantly quinceañera, quinceañera. And if you don't know, the higher-end quinceañeras are worse than weddings. I mean, the families are more stressed out about these. They put more emphasis on these than they do weddings. So everything he did is a big ball of stress. But you throw Art into some other situation that's a little more chill, and he loves it.
Yeah.
He just loves it. It's just because he's not doing this thing that he dreads sometimes. He likes doing quinceañeras, but it just gets a little much and all consuming. So mix it up. That helps. Absolutely.
Oh, that's the meat and potatoes of your income. Sometimes a few nights a week, you got to take a break from the meat and potatoes and have a pizza or something.
You're right.
Something a little different. You know what I mean? It's just change it up a little. Do something unusual.
I'm looking at our scroll up here to see who the heck our channel sponsors are. Ah, DJ Event Planner is still one of our channel sponsors. Look at that. Those fools are still sponsoring this show. Thank you very much, Troy, for being there for us and sponsoring this show. We really appreciate it. Please check out DJ Event Planner as well as our other sponsors. You're going to see them down here in the description of this video on YouTube. Yeah, there. Well, yeah, wherever it's however it's oriented. So thanks, guys. We'll see you next time, and we'll be back here tomorrow night. Not that it matters to you, because like I said, you're probably watching this on I don't know, Veterans Day or something, but happy Veterans Day to you if that's the case. For those of you in the room, Happy New Year for me and my family. We'll see you next time. Good night.